So in June, we launched a request for proposal, and it specifically targeted on accelerator labs across the African continent. In this challenge, our focus was on informal cross-border traders across the continent. The main requirement was that when the ACT labs are applying for this innovation challenge, they should do so in clusters of either 2 pairs or 3 pairs. It was a success because we had a total of 17 applications. Out of these 17 applications, we managed to select through a competitive process 4 clusters of countries. The first cluster of countries in pairs was Zambia and Zimbabwe, then number 2, South Sudan and Sudan. The third cluster of countries which applied in triples was Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, and then Benin, Togo, and Ghana. After these countries were selected through a competitive process, the African Borderlands Center provided a grant of 175,000 USD towards these innovation projects. What the ACT clubs were supposed to do and the country offices is provide also a counter fund of 20,000 USD each. Considering indeed on how innovative these projects were, what we did is to select further and add an additional 15,000 USD towards co-creation, because again how ABC Innovation we approach the project that we're implementing is that co-creation, the principle of co-creation is at the center of how we work. Reason being that when we create together with the communities, we believe that the uptake of the outcome will be better accepted, and also that we can best work with the communities whom we are targeting. That said, we approached the innovation challenge through 5 key areas. The first area or the first component of the innovation challenge was essentially to begin with an innovation design, do community immersions where we participated in the 3rd and the 4th quarter of 2021. Then number 2, identify solutions for exploration on how best then this can be implemented. The third component involved innovation design. Now this is where the actual incentives and interventions are introduced to the participants that were selected to participate in the experiment. 4th stage is on monitoring and evaluation. And last but not least is reporting of the innovation project. But what is even of interest and unique to how ABC works is this, that for the innovation challenge, we sought to do a social experiment which sought to identify a segment of the population. Take a classic example of Zambia, Zimbabwe. We selected 100 cross-border traders from Livingstone and 100 cross-border traders from Zimbabwe. Of this, again, we segmented into 2 groups. One group, which is the treatment group or the experimental group, and the other group is the control group. After identifying then these 2 groups of people, the experimental group of participants is where then we introduced the incentives that then we are seeking to measure and see how well, if ABC facilitates and provides what it provided, that then how best can they work. Then the control group on a scientific basis is the group then that we're going to use to measure against on how bad, quote unquote, they are performing.